Welcome to one of the first daily meditations with me, Ellie Latrobe. So, my philosophy is all based around the principle of connecting ourselves back to our soul, back to that thing which brings us consciousness, that thing which gives us purpose, that thing which brings us direction in this lifetime. And every week from this week onwards, I'm going to be offering a weekly meditation. And that meditation is going to be guiding us and helping us each day to give a pause, to reflect, to experience, to feel, and ultimately to strengthen that connection back to our soul. This week we are riding the waves. This week we are focusing on our emotions. Now, there is so much of who we are and how our soul communicates to us. So each week we're going to be working on a subtly different aspect to increase our awareness of the ways and the means within which our soul communicates, guides us, and even directs us quite strongly in our everyday. Um, each weekly meditation is for you to use every day. You set yourself a time whenever it works, whenever it's achievable. Obviously, if you're setting it at the start of the day, your intention will be through the day. If you're setting it at the end of the day, it's more both of reflective of the day and also trying to set it forward to the next day. Just set something that works. The regularity will help send ripples through the everyday. So today we will be riding the waves. Our emotions are the water aspect of our body. They're how we feel. And that feelingness needs to move. And in some of us, it moves very gently and we're rocked little by little by anger or fear or joy or sadness or courage or shame or whatever. And others of us, we're a little bit more like this. And some of us, we're very up and down. So there's these three main ways that we experience our emotions. So I'm inviting you this week to really watch how you experience emotions. Those of you who have this really subtle level, you have to be ultra sensitive because the feeling of anger, which takes us out of a situation, which is saying, use me to transform, to change, is harder to hear. Those of us who surge with emotion, that when that anger comes, it can surge and it can hurt others. So through this awareness, we are trying to both be sensitive to what the soul is telling us, that the soul uses emotions to indicate when we need to protect ourselves, when we need to change something, and equally when something feels good, when we feel happy, peaceful, joyful, when we are excited, to take up a new challenge. That kind of courageous feeling is a real good indication that something is good for us. So, observing your natural way, observing the emotions. I recommend keeping a little journal this week, even if it's just alongside your daily planner or just a notebook every day to observe the emotions that you're experiencing. Obviously, with what's going on in the world right now, there is a lot of emotion and a lot of collective emotion. And in the sign of Cancer, we're very much connected into what the whole of humanity's feeling. This is mass consciousness. So you have a consciousness and you have a group consciousness, which is your family. Then you have a bigger group consciousness, which is your society, and an even bigger group consciousness, which is you and the whole of the world. You're plugged in, right? So finding yourself a comfortable seated position, maybe take some movements. See what works for you. Emotions need movement. So after the meditation, do feel like you can move the emotion, be conscious of what you might need. So I'm going to sit just out of shot so to not distract you. So once you are grounded through your sits bones, reach the crown up nice and tall. Take a big inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth 3 times. Bring your hands onto your knees and ground into your body. How does your body feel today? This is your time, your check-in. How does your body feel? How does your physical body feel? Any points of tension, see if you can move into it, release it, whether it's your jaw, your shoulders, your spine, your neck, wherever it may be, move into it. And then take a big inhale, exhale through your mouth. And just ask your physical body, what does it need? What do you need? What do I need? And just take note of that and then let it go. Watching your breath. Feel the inhale flowing in and the exhale flowing out. The breath is a natural wave. These waves, these cycles are in every moment, in every day, in every year, in every lifetime. Watching the rise of the breath and the fall of the breath. See if you can lengthen your spine a little bit more and see if you can bring your breath to move down through your spine on the exhale and up through the spine on the inhale. Don't worry if your mind gets distracted. Just keep coming back to your visualization of your spine and your breath moving through the spine. And then rooting down through your sits bones to make roots into the center of the earth. You have this physical nature. And inhaling, rising up through the spine and opening the branches above your head. Opening up to all the light that you need to receive today, the inspiration, the knowingness, the intuitive wisdom and knowledge that you already have. Take a big inhale and exhale through your mouth again, let go. Then rubbing your palms, rub your palms together. Create a little bit of heat and vibration within your palms, which are the extensions of your heart. Your heart chakras, these are your minor heart chakras, you know, how you use your hands, very indicative of how you use your heart. And then bring your hands to your heart, palms facing towards the heart together. And feel the vibration of your heart, of that vibratory side of your biological, physical heart, the king of your emotions. And sometimes your head doesn't listen to your heart. Sometimes your head and your heart are disconnected. So your heart creates through magnetism these emotions that flow through our body like waves. And sometimes those waves get stuck places. They get bottled up, they get held onto. And sometimes those waves crash and destroy anything in its path. So feeling the vibration of your heart, ask yourself, how are you feeling today? How am I feeling today? How do I feel? What is your heart trying to tell you? And just be present to that feeling. Watching the breath come in and out through your nose, feeling the rise and fall of your chest, feeling the vibration of your heart against the palms. How do you feel? How am I feeling? How do I feel? And maybe you don't know, and ask yourself to be guided to a place in your body that needs to be known. Where in your body is trying to get your attention? Where in your body needs to be seen, needs to be felt? And how does that part of your body feel? How do you feel? And what do you need? What does that part of your body need? And just listen. What do you need? What are you trying to tell me? Visualize your breath coming into that place and giving that place in your body, that emotion that you're feeling in that place, what it needs. And feed it, visualize it. Visualize yourself feeding that part of your body what it needs. Allow it to stream in and allow the exhale to take away whatever is in the way of you feeling it or knowing it, or allowing it to flow, be seen. Allow the wave to continue on its way. Feel the wave rising and falling, rising and falling. Take a big inhale into that place and exhale through your mouth. Bring one hand to your belly, keep one hand on your heart. Breathe from your chest down into your chest, down into your belly. Fill your belly up, fill the chest up. Take 5 long, deep inhales and exhales, squeezing the exhale out by contracting the belly at the end of the exhale. And on the inhale, filling up to the top of your lungs, lifting the top of your breastbone. Feeling that breath come up and topping the whole of your lungs up. With every inhale, drawing into your body what that emotion needs. Whether it's courage, whether it's joy, whether it's freedom, whether it's a certain experience, a certain learning, I don't know. Whatever it is, draw it in. And on your exhale, let that emotion flow. Let it have its experience, expression, allow it to be seen and let it to flow. Big inhales, last 2, exhale fully, squeeze it all out, let it flow. Big inhales all the way to the top of the chest, exhale, squeeze it out. Last one. Exhale fully. Now releasing your hands back to your lap. Turn your palms upwards, lift your crown. Bring your awareness to your third eye. Turn your gaze inwards and upwards. And watching that place, that wave, that emotion, whether it's big, whether it's small, whether it's subtle, whether it's strong. And in your mind's eye, raise yourself above that wave. Look down at it from the sky. And visualize yourself on top of that wave. The emotions, if we ride them, if we surf those emotions, they take us to our destination. If we fight the wave, we get eaten up by it, we get consumed by it. So place yourself on top of that wave. Listen, feel, sense into where that wave needs to take you. And maybe in your mind's eye, ask that wave where it's taking you to. What's it taking you out of? What's it taking you to? What does it need more of? What does it need less of? What needs to change? What needs to stay the same? And in your mind's eye, gazing upwards now, up into the space above your head, opening up the crown of your head like a funnel, like a cup, receiving. And as you allow light to flow down through the crown of your head, take what you need. Receive the light, the wisdom, the knowledge, the knowingness, the direction and guidance that you need today. Even if you don't know what it is right now, invite yourself to be sensitive to the signs and signals throughout the day ahead. Or maybe understand the signs and the signals that have happened of the day before. The majority of us aren't clairvoyant or clairaudient. We have to look to the external world for the signs. We have to look to our inner world for the sensations, these subtle emotional waves that are directing us. Your greatest guide in this life is you. It's your soul, and that is you. As you receive all the light that you need today, project forwards from this point through the next 24 hours until you next meditate, until you set the intention to regularly meditate every day, to be conscious of the emotions, to be conscious of the signs, the symbols, to take note of those inner waves as they rise. And if it's not a safe place to process that wave an instant that it arises, set the intention to give yourself space at the end of the day or at the start of the day, where you can reflect upon what those signs and symbols were. Drawing in the crown, coming back to your breath, visualizing it going up and down your spine, up through third eye to the top of your head, but the crown is closing down now, closing in. You're back into your individual space, and exhale down to your sits bones, back to becoming conscious of how your body's feeling. How do you feel? Where do you feel it? What do you need? Take a big inhale, exhale through your mouth and into your physical body. How does your physical body feel? And what does it need? Take a big inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling for Om, listening or sounding. Taking an inhale for Om. Big inhale, big exhale, rubbing your legs. Maybe just moving into your body, see how you feel. So, join me next week for our next daily meditation. I'll be offering a regular weekly daily practice on my Patreon page, which I'll link in this. And every fortnight there will be a meditation on YouTube. So if you'd like to join me, do the first 2 weeks are completely free. Otherwise, I'll see you on the YouTube fortnightly. Namaste, have a beautiful day.